Did you hear it? Did you hear that explosion yesterday? It wasn't just one, there were multiple explosions, and believe it or not, it wasn't caused by the whoopee cushion and her powerful boodle breeze. The gas that you were hearing, they were not coming from lonely women as they rapidly inhaled the toxic flatulence. The explosions you heard yesterday, they were coming from the Cemetery News Network, as CNN was once again humiliated on their own network. Not once, but twice. You know, ever since the Trumper returned to his rightful place in the White House, I have noticed this increased level of courage with conservatives. For the longest time, normal people were afraid to speak out. Normal people had their voices stifled by deacons at Woke United Methodist. Anytime normal people had the audacity to speak, they were accused of mythical racism. If you told the truth about the WNBA dump, you were labeled a misogynist by people who can't even spell the word. If you were given free tickets to a women's college basketball game in a desperate attempt to fill the empty seats in the gym, and you asked why the starting center had a 5 o'clock shadow, you were accused of being afraid of Tran Dan. If you failed to celebrate woke Christmas by removing the American flag in your front yard and replacing it with the rainbow, if you refused to taste the rainbow, you were accused of being afraid of the alphabet. Throughout the administration of our former fearless leader, Johnny B. Biden, the voices of normal people were stifled. Normal people were afraid to speak up. But now, with the Trumper back in office, normal people feel empowered. They're not afraid to go on CNN and call out their bullshit. They're not afraid to go on CNN and humiliate them on their own platform. And the best part is, the unknowns at CNN, they don't have a rebuttal. They have no way to counteract the argument. When your lies have been exposed and you're hit in the face with the truth, the only thing that the unknowns at CNN can do is beg their producers for mercy by rushing to commercial break. Make sure to like and subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at KC_BTL84. So go ahead and get to the sponsor for today's video, Certa Shame. Have you ever wanted to tell a politician exactly what you think of them, but in a way that's safe, effective, and funny at the same time? Well, now you can with Certa Shame, the ultimate way to hold politicians accountable and have a good time while doing it. From Johnny B. Biden to cackling Cam Harris, Certa Shame lets you send custom comedic certificates to the politicians who piss you off. Whether they have been lying, lazy, or downright incompetent, Certa Shame has you covered. Want to call out the liar-in-chief or maybe award a mass invasion maestro? Certa Shame has dozens of options for every broken promise or incompetent blunder. Here's the best part. These personalized participation awards, they are mailed directly to the politician of your choice anonymously. Perfect way to vent your frustrations and let them know you're pissed off without ever having to say a word. So click the link in the description below. Use my promo code BTL10 to save 10% off your first certificate with Certa Shame. Right now, the Trumper has the mainstream media shook. For starters, his approval rating is above 60%, which means the majority of the country supports what he's doing. If the media were smart, they would throw themselves off the bruised caboose and request a seat on this private jet to success. We already know the end result when you defy the wishes of normal people. No one will watch your network. If you don't believe me, ask the unknowns at CNN. These people are on national television every day, and they struggle to be recognized by their own family. My inside sources, they are telling me that Wolf Blitzer, woof, woof, woof. Over the weekend, Wolf, he went to a family reunion, and his nephew had given his name tag to one of the family dogs. Luckily, they had another name tag for him, but throughout the entire reunion, long-lost family members, they kept referring to Wolf Blitzer as Fido. CNN has been struggling in the ratings for months now. Hell, CNN has been struggling for years, and they can't seem to figure out why they're not drawing an audience. CNN keeps polishing this turd, and they can't figure out why they can't attract a single mosquito. I'm about to show you again why CNN is struggling. Yesterday, bitter Brianna Keilar had Stephen Miller on her show. KC, I didn't know Brianna Keilar still worked at CNN. Yeah, I didn't either. CNN keeps changing her time slot, hoping she will find the perfect hour to resonate with viewers. They've tried her in the morning, they've tried late morning, early afternoon. End result, always the same. Huge embarrassing failure. Yesterday afternoon, bitter Bree, she was talking to the Trumpers' Deputy Chief of Staff for Policy, Stephen Miller. Notice I did not refer to him as Stevie. There's a reason for that. There is absolutely no way I can refer to Stephen Miller as Stevie because this dude is an absolute dog. He eviscerated CNN yesterday. Bitter Bree was asking him about illegal aliens. Undocumented migrants. Bitter Bree was asking him about the Trump administration going after funding that's being given to undocumented migrants. She also asked whether they would be turning them over to ICE. Now watch for yourself as one of the premier propagandists at CNN gets hit in the face with the truth. Roll the film.
Illegal immigrants who are getting child tax credits. Are you looking for that information in the IRS data?
Anytime a crime is committed, of course there should be an investigation. Is it your position that if somebody who is
Stephen,
here
are you looking for that
is stealing
information in the
taxpayer
IRS
dollars?
data?
The federal government will find every illegal alien who is stealing American taxpayer dollars. And that's what Americans expect to happen. I don't even fathom the premise of your question.
It's a simple question. Will you find that information in the IRS data and share that with law enforcement?
If IRS investigators find illegal aliens stealing taxpayer money, of course they'll be referred to ICE. Of course they'll be referred to Homeland Security investigations. Of course it will be. Surely your position is not that we should let illegal aliens steal taxpayer dollars.
All right,
the difference is that no one is given immunity anymore. No one is given permission to break the law anymore. Because this is not a country, this is not a sovereign territory, if illegal aliens can freely steal billions. And I would have to imagine that CNN, which is endlessly talked about the importance of democracy and the rule of law, would say that no class in this country should be above the law, least of all illegal aliens who've trespassed on our territory.
No, Stephen, I'm just asking, I wanted to get your position on some things. We're not taking a position here.
It doesn't sound to me
Miller,
like you are, in fact, indifferent or unbiased on these questions.
What? Excuse me? Did Bitter Bree just say that CNN was not taking a position? Did Bitter Brianna just insinuate that CNN was unbiased on this issue? First of all, why in the hell would you be unbiased? Why are you worried about the Trumper using the IRS to enforce immigration law? I don't remember CNN being this concerned when Johnny B. Biden was using the same IRS to go after American citizens, you know, the people who are here legally. So why in the hell is CNN so concerned about the IRS being used to go after people who are here illegally? Not only that, and Stephen Miller made this point during the interview in another clip. Why isn't CNN celebrating these cuts? Why isn't CNN celebrating the saving of billions of dollars? The reason they're not celebrating is because CNN is not unbiased on this issue. They don't want the bruised caboose at the southern border to be soothed. They want the invitations to the Butt Bongo Festival to be sent. That way, they can regain their power. Yesterday morning, Pamela Brown was interviewing Tim Burchett, a congressman from Tennessee. Once again, the topic was the Trumper eliminating government waste, which for obvious reasons is causing fake outrage at CNN. Pampers Brown, she was trying to make the point that the Trumper is being irresponsible. Pampers was claiming that it's okay to eliminate wasteful spending, but it's got to be done the right way. Pampers expressed this sentiment to Tim Burchett, and she immediately regretted it. Watch for yourself.
That the way this is being done is clumsy rather than methodical.
Again, you're upset about you're attacking the message carrier, not the results. You talk about nuclear secrets. You had a person who was in charge of nuclear secrets, a man who dressed up as a woman, would go into the airport and steal women's luggage, was overseeing those nuclear secrets under the Biden administration. And I never heard y'all say a peep about that. You have no-show employees that are angry that they're having to go back to work, that they've moved, and they're not.
No
even
one's
in the
disagreeing. There's bloat and waste.
Jobs were.
No one's disagreeing.
Well, then why are y'all not exposing it? Have y'all even talked about, hey, Mozambique, we sent them $10 million for circumcisions? Okay. I mean, goodness gracious, ma'am. Americans are paying
we've been covering at length
salaries
where the money is going to.
No, you haven't. All y'all do is run down Elon Musk and Donald Trump, and you continuously do this, and that's why your ratings are in the tank, ma'am. All
right, Congressman Tim Burchett, we're going to leave it there.
Oh, shit! Our ratings have been exposed again! He found them in the pooper! Cut to commercial break! Pampers could not get out of that segment fast enough. I'm sure producers were frantically searching for the mute button. This is not the first time a guest on CNN has exposed their ratings. It is happening with more and more frequency. Every time CNN tries to spread propaganda and there is a normal person on the show, their ratings get exposed. The woke media is desperate, and the main reason they are desperate, they don't know how to fight back. They don't know how to twist this issue and turn it into something negative. Basically, they can't figure out how to make the shit sandwich. The Trumper has found something that the media can't propagandize. Listen to some of the wasteful spending that Elon Musk has found. The congressman, he just mentioned that we were sending $10 million to other countries for circumcisions. My thing is, what was that money being used for? Do they not have scissors? Last I checked, scissors could be purchased for, I don't know, $3, $4, $5. How many scissors do you need for a circumcision? I'm not a doctor, but I would think that one pair would be enough. We spent $25 million to promote biodiversity in Colombia. Casey, what the hell is biodiversity? I have no idea. Maybe they were sending that money to Colombia to diversify the seasons? It's summer year-round in Colombia. The weather stays between 60 and 80 degrees all year. Maybe they spent $25 million trying to control the weather. All they had to do was call Uncle KC. They could have sent me $1 million, and I would have told them it wasn't possible. $40 million. $40 million was spent improving social and economic inclusion of sedentary migrants. Translation, they spent $40 million trying to get people to go to work. Again, Uncle KC could have solved that problem. Want to know the best way to get people to go to work, get a job? Quit giving them money. It is amazing how people will go to work when they're starving. $42 million was spent driving social change in Uganda. We spent $42 million on a country with a population of 49 million. If CNN wants the answer to their rating struggles, this is the answer. Instead of embracing change, you're fighting against it. Instead of being on the side of normal people, you are once again choosing the side of the deacons at Woke United Methodist. And you wonder why your ratings are in the pooper. Give me your thoughts on this. CNN humiliated twice in the same day. Woke media is shook. They don't know how to fight back on this issue because the Trumpers found the one issue they can't spin. Damn near everyone agrees that the federal government spends too much money. It's impossible to defend it, yet for some reason, CNN keeps trying and their ratings keep falling. Sound off in the comments below. Best way to contact me is through email, btlkc84@gmail.com. I'll see you guys later.